Hi guys, my name is Peter, and in this fourth video of our introduction series, we're going to print our first 3D print. So let's go! Since we prepared the 3D printer in our last video, all we need to start 3D printing right now is a slicing software or a slicer. To get printing, we first need to download the slicing software, PanoBuilder. To do that, we're going to search for Panospace on Google and head over to the European website for Panospace. Once we're on the website, we'll head over to the support section of the website and then go to the downloads. After scrolling a bit, one of the first things we'll see is the downloading from one of the free versions of the PanoBuilder. 2 Windows and 1 for Mac. Further down is also a nice introduction video into the slicer. We'll download the appropriate version, in my case the x64 Windows, and once it's downloaded, install it on our system. Operating PanoBuilder is rather simple. After opening it, you'll be greeted with a screen with 4 main tabs: Print, Adjust, Model and Settings. In the Settings tab, you'll be able to adjust some basic parameters of the software and connect your printer through USB. And in an Adjust tab, you'll be able to adjust and control the machine remotely. The tabs that interest us most though are the Print and the Model ones, as they let us import 3D model into our slicer so we can start setting up our first 3D print. So let's go for it. Clicking on the Print tab lets us choose from where we want our model to come from, either from our computer, from a model library in the software itself, or through the user-controlled model database MyMinifactory. Model databases like MyMinifactory or Thingiverse are extremely important for any beginner, as they allow you to play with the printer and print hundreds and hundreds of already finished models, which in turn allow you to further explore 3D printing and its capabilities without the need to sink hours and hours into learning 3D modeling or 3D sculpting. They usually have their own curated sections and collections and thousands of models with a lot of user feedback and tips. You can find links for both in the video description, but in case of MyMinifactory, it's already integrated into the PanoBuilder software, so we can download the model straight from it into our slicer. Okay, let's get back to printing. Picking a model we already downloaded into our computer, we'll go straight to the main slicer window where we can edit the model and set up all the printing parameters. On the left toolbar you have your own basic tools: add, save, delete, undo, redo and auto placement. And after selecting your model, you can adjust its properties like scale, rotation or placement, or even copy it or mirror it. We'll leave our model just as it is, and we'll go to the toolbar on the right, where we can adjust our slicing configuration. In the top we have a couple of presets, with a custom portion on the right letting us choose our own settings. When it comes to the rest of the basic options, layer resolution sets the height of a layer in our program, strength how much internal structure our print will have, and speed how fast will the printer move when it's printing. Enabling or disabling supports and rafts will make some part of the models easier to print, and temperature controls comes in handy when working with more advanced plastics. We'll choose the regular preset, close the window, and move to the last function, slicing. After our program slices the model, we will be able to see the dimensions of our print, print time, and the configuration we choose. Everything is set up now, and all we have to do now is either save our model to the microSD card or send it directly to the printer. Alright, after saving the instructions, we can initiate our first 3D print. Using the touchscreen, we'll go into the print menu, choose our model from the list. Make sure you already have your filament inserted before you start printing. After picking the model, we are instructed to use glue on our build plate, which is a very important step by the way, and then we can just lay back and watch the printer work its magic. And after just roughly 30 minutes, we have our own first 3D print. Okay guys, this was a quick walkthrough of our first 3D print. I left off a couple of details, but I'll get to those settings in our future videos. In the last video of our introduction series, we'll look into some basics of 3D sculpting and 3D modeling and try some free downloadable software to help us with it. In the meantime, go and explore the 3D printing world. Go, seriously, go. Shoo! Like this video if you liked it, share it if you found it interesting, and subscribe to see more 3D printing content.